From a stolen mic to a window-breaking disaster, these live TV moments went down in history for all the wrong reasons. Live TV is a wild beast, unpredictable, unforgiving, and always ready to turn a flawless moment into absolute chaos. Let's dive into some of the most shocking moments in history. Let's start with a moment so chaotic it turned a Grammy win into a full-blown sprint: Doja Cat's infamous bathroom rush. Doja Cat is no stranger to the spotlight. From viral TikTok sounds to chart-topping bangers, she's built a reputation as an unpredictable, wildly talented artist with a personality just as loud as her music. By the time the 2022 Grammys rolled around, she was already a certified pop rap queen, and her hit Kiss Me More with SZA had the world in a chokehold. But no one could have predicted how her first ever Grammy win would go down. The energy at the Grammys that night was electric. Doja, always the wild card, had been on edge all night. Maybe it was her nerves, but when her category was finally called, she was nowhere to be found. The moment they announced Kiss Me More as the winner, the camera cut to an empty seat. A few awkward seconds passed, and then Doja Cat, practically sprinting, rushed onto the stage, breathless and clearly fresh from a bathroom break. As she caught her breath, something went flying out of her hand. The internet caught it in 4K. Doja Cat had yeeted her vape mid-sprint. A true pro, she didn't even flinch. Instead, she laughed it off, adjusting her dress and breathlessly saying, "I have never taken such a fast piss in my entire life." The crowd erupted, and the internet? Oh, the internet thrived on it. Memes were made within minutes, fans dissected the vape toss frame by frame, and Doja's Grammy win instantly became one of the most hilariously chaotic moments in award show history. If there's one thing live TV loves, it's an unexpected wipeout, and Madonna's dramatic crash at the Brit Awards is proof. Madonna is the queen of reinvention, the kind of artist who's been through it all and still comes out on top. The 2015 Brit Awards were meant to be another flawless moment in her decades-long career, where she was draped in high fashion. The setup was pure Madonna, a regal black cape and an army of dancers ready to serve up an unforgettable performance of Living for Love. As the performance reached its big moment, Madonna took her mark, ready to rip off the flowing cape in a swift. The cape, which was supposed to detach smoothly, had been tied way too tight, and when her dancers yanked it off as planned, they ended up yanking her instead. Madonna was pulled straight backward, crashing onto the stage in a way that made the entire audience hold their breath. Within seconds, she was back on her feet, barely missing a beat, powering through the performance like nothing happened. Later, she laughed it off, admitting that the cape had been tied too well and joking that it was a case of too much Armani. Next up, a tech demo so ironic it felt scripted. Elon Musk's shatterproof Cybertruck windows that shattered on cue. Elon Musk knows how to put on a show. Whether it's launching rockets, tweeting absolute chaos, or casually promising a future, the man has mastered the art of hype. And in 2019, he was ready to give the world something revolutionary: the Tesla Cybertruck, a vehicle that looked less like a truck and more like something designed in Minecraft. Musk, in his usual leather jacket, stood in front of the futuristic beast, speaking about its indestructibility. The truck had a bulletproof stainless steel exoskeleton, he claimed. And to prove his point, he had Tesla's lead designer, Franz von Holzhausen, demonstrate its strength in real time. Franz took a sledgehammer and swung at the door with full force, and there was not even a single dent. The audience erupted in applause. So far, so good. Then came the windows. Musk, being confident, explained that the Cybertruck's glass was shatterproof. To prove it, Franz grabbed a metal ball and tossed it at the driver's side window. And the glass just shattered into millions of pieces. Even so, Musk tried to brush it off. Maybe that was too hard, he muttered. So they tried again, this time on the rear window, and that broke down as well. For a moment, Musk just stood there, staring at his very not shatterproof truck. "Well, it didn't go through," he finally quipped. Memes exploded within minutes, comparing the Cybertruck's indestructibility to a soda can. Musk later explained that the glass broke because they had hit the door with a sledgehammer first, weakening the structure. But at that point, the damage was already viral history. And finally, there's this: the Oscars moment that turned a joke into a live television slap. The Oscars have had their fair share of shocking moments, but nothing could have prepared the world for what happened on March 27, 2022. What started as Hollywood's biggest night quickly turned into a live TV nightmare, all thanks to Will Smith. The night had been going smoothly, and then Chris Rock took the stage. As a seasoned comedian, Rock was doing what he does best, roasting the room. And then he turned his attention to Jada Pinkett Smith, cracking a joke about her shaved head. "Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it." At first, the cameras caught Will Smith laughing, but then, within seconds, his expression shifted. Jada, who had been open about her struggles with alopecia, was not amused. And before anyone could process what was happening, Will Smith was already out of his seat walking toward the stage. A crisp, undeniable slap right across Chris Rock's face. The kind of slap that echoed through the Dolby Theater and sent the world into a collective WTF just happened moment. For a split second, the audience thought it was scripted, but then Will walked back to his seat and shouted, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!" twice. Chris Rock, still standing on stage, laughed, half in shock, half in disbelief. Wow, dude, it was a G.I. Jane joke. But Will wasn't joking. That Oscars night had just become the most shocking live TV moment in years. Minutes later, Will Smith won Best Actor for King Richard. Instead of a victorious speech, he was teary-eyed, apologizing to the Academy, but not to Chris Rock. That apology came later in an Instagram post after days of debate and absolute chaos. Everyone had an opinion, but one thing was clear: this wasn't just an Oscar moment, it was a moment that would be talked about and dissected for years. Some of these moments were hilarious, some were shocking, but all of them prove that live TV is never truly under control. Which one do you think was the most unforgettable? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the craziest moments in entertainment history.